Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Talking Movies. My name's Josh.
I'm Chris.
I'm Clay.
And I'm the man with the children. No, no. We're gonna one of these days I'll have a good one.
Children
One of
from
these
It's
days.
men.
definitely not your best. I
It's okay.
expected. I
I
expected better.
literally walked in my house 45 seconds ago.
It's all right, man. I'll give you a mulligan on that one. Um. Anyways, this is Chris's pick this week.
Yeah.
Children of Men, Alfonso Cuarón, 2006.
Your baby is the miracle the whole world has been waiting for.
We will find a way to get you to the human project, I promise you.
We're almost there, Key. We're almost there.
So it is about not too far off future now. It's only what, like 2027?
Yeah, I was like,
But
oh, I was kind of like, oh, I can see 2027 being like this.
yeah, not too far off now. But anyway, um, set in the future still, and the like as fertility rate has completely gone out the window, and they're not able to have kids anymore. The movie opens up with like the youngest person living dies or gets murdered actually,
And
and he
they're
was
like 18 or
18.
something. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Um. So yeah. Clive Owen gets called by his ex-wife, and they want him to do this job, and gets wrapped up in this like resistance group's attempt to, which he doesn't know at the time, but rescue a pregnant woman. So it's basically them on the run, trying to rescue this pregnant woman.
Yeah. And
The
it's
only pregnant woman to walk the earth at this time.
right.
Yeah.
It's like the one like kernel of hope for the human race.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, oh, we're all about to go extinct, I guess. And so
Yeah.
everyone loses their damn mind. And it's like,
And
oh,
also there's this big like, immigrants versus citizens thing where, immigrants are basically treated like
bro.
it's not.
Cattle.
I
Like
mean,
Hispanics in
think,
2025
yeah,
America.
yeah. Well, you think ICE is bad now? It's bad. Again, but probably not too far off. Our future, but so yeah. But the woman pregnant is, of course, an immigrant. So there's big like political, you know, kind of other hand to it where they can't just come out and say. So yeah, they're trying to keep it under wraps and also just get her out of. There's this like what's it called, the Human Project.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They don't go into that much detail, but I mean I think they're like trying to, you know, bring the fertility rate back and actually, figure out maybe what's wrong. So that's what they're trying to bring her to.
Get her to safety. Yeah,
Yeah.
essentially.
And the baby is a political tool.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, which makes so much sense. Unfortunately, like everyone would want to get their hands on that baby.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep. Definitely.
This
crazy
is like the
movie,
sequel to One Battle After Another.
dude. I've seen this. I had seen this once before and like remembered almost nothing about it, except for like the basic premise
Yeah.
and like there's like those two like crazy like single take shots that everyone
Mhm.
talks about, and I kind of remember those. Um, but yeah, I had forgotten so much of the plot of it. And it was really really weird watching it this time.
Yeah, I'd finally gotten some of the like details too. It was like, oh, yeah, this is happening. I mean, exaggerated a bit, but not in some cases.
As far as dystopian futures go, like it definitely feels like the most possible.
Grounded, like in reality.
This and
Yeah.
Idiocracy.
Well, yeah.
Bro, you just blend those two up, you probably got America 2028.
Yeah.
If it had just been Luke Wilson instead of Clive Owen.
I would have a completely different opinion of this movie if it was Luke
Oh,
Wilson.
I bet. Yeah.
That's
Man,
pretty accurate. There were no flying cars or any kind of garbage like that. It was pretty,
no,
wheels on the ground, still
it mostly
normal-ish.
feels like our world. Yeah, just there's like
Yeah.
just like little things, especially lots of little details, little things in the background. You're just like, oh yeah, that's a little different. This is
Yeah.
but
But again, it had been
small
18
things.
years since, I mean, it's not like, you know, Thanos got rid of 50% of the population, but still, like, if you just all of a sudden stop making new humans, I mean, that
Yeah,
is a
there's
pretty big deal. So humanity is going to kind of,
And then
you
baby
know,
Diego like mouthed off to somebody and got
yeah,
himself killed. And that was like he was like the youngest person. He was like, I don't know, 19 or something.
yeah, it was like a
Got
TikTok,
curb
and
stomped.
it was a TikTok influencer that just, couldn't handle his fame, essentially.
I'm the youngest person here.
And
Yeah,
Clive Owen's like, baby Diego, like, come on, bro. He's 18. I'm like, thank you,
yeah.
Clive. I feel you, bro.
we makes that he goes to his boss and makes that excuse though. He's like, I think it's hitting me a little too hard. I need to go home.
Yeah,
I would also do that. So yes.
And
yeah. He was,
no one is working. Everyone's just sitting there watching the TV, just like
yeah.
crying and stuff. Yeah. Like, oh,
They're still
our
at
future is
work though. They're not at home.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
They're all at work, just like stuck there.
Dude.
I mean, he did ask to go work from home,
Yeah, that's
which
true.
wasn't a thing, at the time when this movie was made.
True,
Probably
true,
not as much. Yeah, definitely not.
Was this
true.
anybody's
That
first
is very.
first time watching this?
I don't
Not
think
first time,
so.
no.
I don't
No.
think so. I mean, it
But
was pretty close to a first watch for me. Like, I really did not remember much about it. I didn't remember how it ended or anything.
I finally remembered how I got a hold of this movie. I've been trying to think about it all week, dude. I was like, well, how did I discover this movie? Because this isn't something I would normally even watch.
Yeah.
I love Clive Owen, is what it is, and I
Mm.
bought this at Blockbuster on DVD. It was a used one, and I can completely see like the entire event happening. I'm pretty sure I was in Austin, and I bought it and went to my house and watched it, and probably never watched it again after that. But like I really do like Clive Owen a lot, and I was into he had like a King
I
Arthur
can't believe
movie
you
that really
remember that.
kicked off my fandom of his.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he did.
It just popped in my head earlier today. I was like, oh, that's where I got that movie. It was Blockbuster because I could remember the packaging. It had that like weird textured plastic over the end of it. It
Oh,
wasn't
yeah.
slick.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I remember it had like a little red sticker. It might have been Hollywood Video, honestly. It could have been either one, but it was one of those places. But I think I usually shopped at Blockbuster back then.
I used to have a ton of those cases because when Blockbuster closed down, I just went in there and just bought so many DVDs. Like,
Hell yeah.
seasons of Dexter and like all sorts of dumb shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely bought a fair share of like cheap Blockbuster stuff.
Oh man, so
Dude, that was my move when I was a kid. My dad would take me to Blockbuster and we would just buy VHS tapes, 3 for $10 all day long, dude. He would give me $20. I'd come home with a stack of movies, and that's what I watched all weekend. It was like, screw renting something. Let's just get something a little older. We own it. And like I've always been on that tip, dude. That's why I don't care now. I'm like, yeah, I'll just because it's still kind of in my brain. Like I can wait a little while. I'll just get a hard copy and keep it. No, I don't, wait for a rental store, obviously, but I'll be checking Julie's place all the time. Hey, you got this by any chance? Every now and then she's got one that I'm looking for that I'm like, sweet, what do you want for it? And she's like, here, just give me whatever I paid for it. I'm like, all right, cool. She's the homie.
I love going into her shop.
Yeah,
Me
dude.
too.
Always find
Yep.
something.
She's always got. There's something that you pick up that every time, well, multiple somethings typically, but you're always like, man, look at that. Like, I haven't seen
Dude.
one of these probably ever, right?
Shout out Julie for just being like not about anything other than hanging out and being about the media. She likes to have
Yeah.
the media that you want so that you can then acquire it. And like that's what she cares about. Being nice to people, hanging out, living her twilight years, doing what she wants to do, not what she's told to do. Like I love Julie, man. She's one of my favorite people.
Yeah, she's
I bet.
awesome
I think she's
Twisted Time Machine in
Twilight.
Houston if you're in town, by the way.
Yeah. But
for sure.
probably half of my tapes back there are
Dude, facts, bro.
her store. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, movie.
So you didn't like Children of Men, Randy? I'm waiting to hear the bomb drop. Like, what?
Bro, hell no, dude.
Bring
This
it
movie's
on.
awful, man. The movie sucks, dude. I just it's
Wow.
like it's no, dude. It okay, look, here's the thing. It's a completely subjective conversation right now. Like this is not objective. Objectively, was it made well? Yes. Do I have problems with it? Yes. But it's really pretty, and like I was like paying attention to like the background more than I was the stuff because it bored me to tears, dude. Like it's an incredibly depressing movie right now, especially with the political climate we're currently living in.
Yeah.
So no, I did not enjoy this movie. I didn't want. I wasn't having fun watching it. It honestly just made me bummed out. Like I was just, but it also is a fairly well-made movie, and the acting's pretty good. There's a few things that I think are real missteps in it, but like overall, I think that it's real pretty, and it's like even though it's in a real horrible time, like all the stuff in it is. And I watched that video that I sent you guys, and like just watching that video made me look at it at a little different angle. So I was really kind of paying attention to like the busy backgrounds, like all the little layers of brick and dirt and this and that. But like, it just the major thing to me that bothered me was like everybody in that movie was unlikable almost. Even the good guys were unlikable for the most part. I thought that um there ain't no way on this earth that a woman that is pregnant in that situation is going to be walking around with a big ass 9 month pregnant belly, having a kid on a bus full of Gestapo. Like, what are we doing, man? It shit is so dumb. It was just so like based in a realistic time. Well, then make it a more realistic thing. Let her get caught up doing that shit because that's what would have happened. But if you want to make it fantastical, make it fantastical. But that really irked me because I was thinking like the whole time on that bus, and then he's like. That woman with the white woman with the dreadlocks also irked me, dude. But like when he's talking to her, and he's like, "Wait, you've never talked to that guy?" I did the exact same thing he did. We both at the same time went, "Dude, what the hell?" And like I was like, "Bro, this woman, I just want to just." But I don't know, man. It's fine, whatever, dude.
Oh my
Like
God.
it's objectively well made for the most part, but I
I
didn't
think
Yeah.
it's
enjoy it.
funny you're looking for the logic connections here, and you're
I
like
know, I don't know
upset
why.
because they do.
I usually don't care. I watch Psycho Goreman all the time. Like, what am I watching for
Yeah.
logic? But like, if you ask Carissa, if hey, whenever y'all have arguments, what is it over all the time? And she's gonna go, he thinks with common sense and logic, and he gets really mad about shit that should make sense to me that doesn't. Like, I
Yeah.
don't understand things like that. And like Josh has said many times, I pick some stupid thing in a movie that ruins a movie for me. So it is what it is, bro. I'm not even tripping. I watched the whole thing 1.5 times. I rented it, and so I watched it 1.5 times to make sure the first part of it I kind of enjoyed actually. It was like the second half I just was like, all right, I'm done with this, dude. It's too depressing. It's
Hmm.
super like it went from being really grounded and something I thought I could see happening. Like Julianne Moore was like super good looking in this movie, so I was like, hell yeah, dude. And then bang, I was like, oh damn, she's gone. I forgot about that. Like,
I totally forgot about that
I
Yeah.
too.
completely forgot, dude. It caught me so off guard. I was like, oh shit. But like, I don't know, dude. It just there are things that I liked about it. I don't want to say it was like a 1 out of 5 because that's not the case. It was just like for me, it was like a middle of the road movie. Like it was done really well, but it drove me nuts. So it's like throw it right in the middle somewhere. But
There there are definitely a few little like, liberties taken and um not
all of a
necessarily.
sudden, the military guys are like, "Oh, well, we got a baby. Let's not kill everybody.
y-
Just stop it, bro." Have you met these
Yeah.
people? They're everywhere
Yeah.
right now. I can tell you they don't
And
behave like that.
And I mean, I thought about the like, how would they not know this woman's running around among them pregnant? But like, it's been almost 20 years since anybody had a baby. So like,
They're not looking for it.
that's out of their brain. They would be out of their brains. Like they wouldn't be
Yeah.
thinking that. They wouldn't just automatically jump to, oh, this lady must be pregnant.
No, but
Like,
they also wouldn't ignore a screaming woman on a bus. She's like, "Ah." He's
yeah,
like,
but
I
like
mean,
you're
it was
you're
pretty
full.
loud, though. I
Yeah,
mean,
you're
it's
full of these buses with immigrants being tortured and like none of them speak English and there's just commotion and chaos going on all the time and guards yelling at them and just I mean I could see a situation where it does happen. It is a little let's say there's a little bit of liberties taken where it's
Yeah.
not really that possible, but I could see a scenario where it could happen.
I
I just
think
don't think she would have made it on that bus, dude. They would have grabbed her with that other woman, man. There was just too many like little tiny things that happened that had
Yeah.
to happen perfect.
right.
That I'm like, dude, get them in some trouble first. Like and then when they did get in trouble, it was like immediately resolved. Like he just ran in there
I
and grabbed her
mean,
with flip flops on. My guy, what are we
I think
doing,
the
bro?
same could be said of the movie. What's it? One Battle After Another, though, right? Everything fell exactly into place
For
Yeah.
sure.
and
I agree with that.
magically.
Yeah.
And so, like, one movie you celebrate, and the other movie you're kind of like, oh, that's not plausible, right?
Yeah,
It
it's the
shouldn't have
beauty
happened
of
that way.
having an opinion, man. I can just
It's
be like,
Well,
this
no,
definitely
I'm
movie
just.
sucks, this one's great. Like it just I'm not
I
claiming to be right or wrong either. So like,
But they
you
are
know.
definitely
But
tonally
yes, you are
different.
correct.
They're tonally different movies where one battle after another is way less serious,
Right.
and this
Yeah,
is
it's
way more
it's very silly.
serious. And
No, I could
It
see
is
that.
Yeah,
very
I think
dude, Sean Penn at the end.
you can buy the happenstance of that one maybe a little more because of it's got an absurdist streak running
Yeah.
through it.
I think this movie just hit me so like right here to this because I like
I mean,
what's going on
yeah.
right now, dude. It really just made me sad, and I think that had we watched this movie like 2.5 years ago, I'd probably been like, you know what, this was actually really good because I had a couple of points in the movie where I thought, oh shit, man, I might be really enjoying this, and
Yeah.
it just kept. I'd go like tick 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 tick, and it would go, no, I'm good.
I
But
gotta say, man, the first time I saw this movie, I was like, that was incredible. I remember being absolutely floored when I saw this movie the first time. And now, like I watched it this time, I've seen it a bunch of times, like a bunch. And this time when I watched it, I was like, ooh, I don't really like the chick with the dreadlocks at all. When I see her, I'm like, and like Michael Caine, God love him. I don't really like his character either. Like,
dude,
I
I
love
definitely,
his character.
I love the
no,
character, but it
I
it
don't like
feels
any of them.
weird.
not
It's
I don't
totally
know about
weird.
this time, man. It's just like some of the shit in it I just don't vibe with now.
Yeah.
And it like I mean I think it's me more than the movie because I still think the movie's probably a masterpiece, but I this time when I watched it I was kind of like this movie's pissing me off a little bit.
Well,
So
Julianne Moore was the one character that I was rooting for, and I had completely forgot that she gets knocked off like what in the first third of the
oh
movie.
dude, just
Yeah.
Yeah.
she Game of Thrones right there.
Yeah, dude. So like I was rooting for her, and then she gets taken out, and I'm like, oh yeah, well who do I root for in this movie? Because like I guess the pregnant girl, obviously, right? Except that everything that she did I found so wholly unbelievable. And I mean masterpiece is a strong word. I think objectively it's probably 4 stars, but I wouldn't go higher than that.
Oh, dude,
Like,
I think it's
speaking
incredible.
objectively.
The
So
I
continuous
know you don't
shot
care
is
about consensus,
unbelievable.
I certainly do not. That is
but the
true.
consensus on this movie is masterpiece, pretty
That
much.
doesn't
Yeah.
surprise me.
Yeah.
People
I
love
think the
shitty movies.
technical execution of it is insane. I think that just I love the dystopian setting. Dystopia is my jam. So like,
Yeah.
you know, Blade Runner, this, I mean, even way back to like goofy shit like Star Hunter. It's like I
Let's
just like
go.
crazy movies from the 80s, like all that dystopian is like
Do the Mad
really
Max
my
thing
jam.
too, or no?
Mad Max. Oh yeah, all that,
Okay.
man. All that. The Road. I mean, we
The
could
road
go
is.
deep into my
Oh,
catalog.
That's
Like
that's
just
a tough
yeah.
one.
I like the Book of Eli
So
better.
Book of Eli, yeah,
I'm
there
just
you go.
kidding.
I mean, it's
That movie's
Denzel,
that
man.
movie is totally fun.
No, no, I like it,
I
but it's
like
not
it.
a better movie necessarily. But I was just waiting
Yeah.
for Josh to delete me out of here. Like,
No, no, no.
fucking shut up,
Gary Oldman having a ball in that movie.
dude.
I think this movie is like probably right up there with the top of the cream of the crop of all that genre.
Really,
So
man, I
yeah,
don't see it.
dude.
But what are people saying about it? Like, what is it that makes it so great?
I don't really
Because
know people, but
it looked amazing. I'll give it that. Like it just as far as like cinematography and like the
Yeah.
I
visual nature. If
mean,
I could have just muted it and not
It's
paid
I
attention,
almost think it's like looking into the future, bro, because like Chris was just saying they didn't have work from home back then, and it sort of foretold that. We're having this pregnancy crisis and sort of foretells that. Like
I mean,
people
there's
aren't
not a real
replacing.
pregnancy crisis happening,
No,
man.
but I
Like,
mean it's like
I mean,
it's
I see what you're
odd.
saying, but like that doesn't make it a masterpiece. That just makes it oops. Like,
It's
Idiocracy
great
isn't a
writing.
masterpiece either, and it's coming to fucking fruition as well. So like, but I am genuinely curious. Like, what is it that people say that
No,
make
it's
it
all
a
good.
masterpiece? Because other than I thought the acting was like okay, but I didn't think it
yeah.
was
Josh,
anything
what do you got,
amazing.
man?
But the
You
cinematography I
watched
thought was
the
really
you did the research here, Josh. What's up?
Oh, I mean, I think part of it is a little bit of the like what the essay was saying. I don't know if anybody got a chance to
I
look
did.
at it.
Yeah.
A lot of
At that time.
a lot of the background stuff, a lot of the subtle details and things of the artwork and the things going on in the background. There's a lot of thought put into it, and a lot of like just. I mean, I think it's based on a book, but
Yeah.
it is just very predictive of the trajectory of society and
Yeah.
things like that,
I can
and
understand that though.
the technical achievement of it. It is a very unique movie. Like it almost feels. I kept feeling like I was in a video game almost. Like you're
It,
just
dude, for real.
Side scroller or
following.
something.
Yeah, you just. I
It's that
mean,
documentary style where it literally feels like you're just following somebody with a camera.
yeah.
And I'm sure that was intentional.
Oh, definitely.
I don't know if that what the specific reason was to do that, but I thought it
Yeah.
worked.
I wish I could not get annoyed by little dumb things because like all the things that bothered me in this movie were probably just little dumb things. But like Even the baby in the movie, it just irked me. It drove me absolutely nuts.
The
But like,
CGI
it's what,
baby.
2006, so I mean, like,
Yeah.
whatever,
2006, yeah. I
Yeah.
mean,
But
you're
like,
not gonna put a real
A real
baby
baby.
in
Yeah.
those environments. Like, so when I was watching, I
right,
was like, that makes sense. I mean, everything
yeah,
else, like all these explosions and stuff, are pretty real.
right.
Yeah. And
So
you can't just have like a baby doll because I mean, yeah, the baby would be crying throughout
They
all
should have
this. So
definitely put some like Fisher Price doll in there, and there's just like, at least for an outtake or something.
I'm, yeah,
I mean, they probably shot with one, maybe
yeah,
a
probably.
little, a little green CG.
That's awesome.
Old doll.
That's awesome.
That's what I
There was a
imagine.
lot of good stuff in the movie. It just ain't it's just subjective thing. Like I said, man, if I had to grade it objectively, 4 stars or so,
Yeah.
it's subjective. I just didn't. It's just not for me, man.
Yeah. I wouldn't,
I love Clive Owen though, so I would probably still rewatch it one more time.
yeah, I wouldn't quite go masterpiece, but
I agree.
it's getting really, really close to it. Like there are a few little weird things that kind of hold it back for me, but it was really freaking good. It's was good. It's been so long since I've seen it. And
Yeah.
yeah, watching it under fresh eyes, I mean, I was, engrossed from start to finish.
It didn't get
Oh,
boring at all. There was no
yeah.
part where I was like, well, usually I can get bored real easily. Dude, I was pretty, tuned in on this. So I think, like
Yeah.
I said, man, there's objective things that are great about it.
Yeah, I mean, even though
What do you
this
guys
movie
feel about
is
the end of it?
I liked it. I mean, I thought it
Yeah, yeah.
made sense that, they get through all this stuff. Something like he's got to die. Somebody's got to die. Like it can't be so depressing that, she doesn't make it either. And,
That's what I was
or like
getting at.
you can't go that dark. I mean, you could, but
Yeah, I
everybody
would.
would probably hate the movie. So
I think it
Yeah.
makes sense from like a logical perspective.
yeah,
I think like I personally was kind of like, man, he doesn't get to see what happens at the end, kind of. But then I was like, that's life, that's how you go out. You're like, wait, all my little projects, they're not gonna get done now.
Yeah.
This one's a
So,
major one, right? So for all humanity's riding on the success or failure of this project, but hey,
Yeah. I mean,
you just fall asleep in the middle of it.
yeah,
it's his story, and it just kind of, yeah, it just kind of makes sense that everyone along the way kind of ends up ultimately sacrificing themselves
yeah,
for the greater
yeah.
good,
Mission
It's
accomplished.
yeah,
for
that's
the
happening throughout the movie.
and just, yeah, just sacrificing themselves just for that sliver of hope for the future. I think the
I thought it
fact
was
that I think the fact that the baby is a female too, like, is a important point to that. you know
Yeah,
she's coming from the one woman that could give birth, and like
oh
could
no, so
potentially
Adam
be
is
the
a
next.
Eve this time. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought that was interesting.
yeah, yeah. That was a good little detail.
what did I miss? I smelled pizza and I was like, let me make sure it's not like, I'm the only adult here right now.
No, but the fact
Oh,
that the
cracker.
the the baby was a girl. That
Oh,
I
that
yeah.
thought that was an important detail. The fact that the baby in the future could potentially like continue the
Produced.
human race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Valid point. I was kind of wondering where they were going with that when they mentioned it because it was very clearly important to the dialogue of the story. Like, it's a girl was announced, I think twice in the movie they talked about it. And
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if it was because of that or because my first thought was like exploitation, and I was like, that's not good. Like, I would hide that little girl. Like, but you know,
She's gonna
depends
have
on
a
what kind of person you are. I'm kind of a downer sometimes. So I'm like, I like really sad, dark endings in movies too. So my first thought was like, that's terrible. I wish it was like, I
right.
don't know.
It's just that's the only sliver of hope for the entire race. So it's like, we're going through a pretty dark movie the whole time. It's like, maybe, it's not even the way that it does end with Clive Owen. It's like still a bittersweet ending. He's like, okay,
Right.
there is a little bit of hope, but it's still pretty bleak. A lot of things can still go wrong.
yeah, for sure.
You know what I liked about the movie? I do want to say some positive stuff about it. I liked that when Owen Wilson, bro, when Clive
Him
Owen,
and Luke, yeah.
yeah, definitely Luke. I'm feeling like a Wilson brother right now. When he like stepped on something and busted his foot up, he was wearing those sandals. I liked, and this is another stupid small thing that doesn't really matter much, but I liked that like 10, 15 minutes later in the movie, he was still limping around. And I thought,
Yeah.
man, that's cool. I'm glad they put that in there because he definitely would have been limping around on a busted foot after like running. Because I was like, how's this fool running around in these like 99-cent sandals in like a war torn like part of the country? And I just thought when he hurt his
Yeah.
foot, I was like, that tracks. And then he was limping 10, 15 minutes later. And I was like, yeah, okay, cool. I don't know why I look at stuff like that so closely, but it it,
I,
it is important to me for some reason.
I wonder how much they shot in continuity for this. I don't know, but since it's a lot of long tracking shots that are kind of like stitched together,
Hmm.
it I would be willing to bet there's at least big sections that are just shot in continuity. You're
Yeah.
just like following along this path. You can't.
Right.
There's really no
All right,
reason.
next we're gonna do this, guys. Blah blah blah.
Yeah,
True.
yeah, crazy. And that's one of the coolest things to me. I mean, there's the two big tracking shots, like the one in the car with when Julianne Moore dies, when it's just like spinning around the car, and the other one towards the end. But most of the shots in the movie are like 3-4 minutes long. They're not like little short little clips and stuff.
Yeah.
And the huge, like the scope of it, like these huge like streets with all these extras and all these details in the background. It's just like there's a lot of orchestration going on. It's pretty extraordinary in that sense.
Yeah, it's impressive.
Yeah. And
Then
we don't see that in movies right now very much. Like
yeah,
the crowd scenes and stuff like that is, I mean, like one battle after another is like one of the few things that has done something like that recently, I think.
yeah, 'cause I would say that other video Randy sent, like just the way this movie looks and they said the effort that they put into all the background details and everything. They definitely don't make them like this anymore, at least not very often.
That's why I said that video. I thought it was kind of
Yeah.
serendipitous that that scene was just. It was only one. It was like just a few seconds, and I happened to catch it, recognize it, and go, "Oh, that's our movie we're watching." And I hadn't even watched the
Mm-hmm.
damn movie yet, bro. I just remembered that. I don't know what it was, but I was just like, y'all need to watch that or should watch it, whatever the words are. But one more thing that I did like about the movie was the tension was
Mm.
was was it was built very well because like when they're leaving that house, when he hears that they're gonna kill him, and he goes and gets the girl and then the white woman, whatever her name was, I can't remember the woman's name, but he gets them both and they're like gonna go like drive out of that compound or whatever, and then the car won't start, but he's at the front, so you're like, okay, well, he's at the front, so they can get out of
Yeah.
here. And then they're like, no, 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 don't shoot him. Yo, hold on. Was that Homeboy from Sons of Anarchy?
Yes.
Yes, Charlie Hunnam, one of the worst actors in the
Oh,
movie.
yeah, he is.
Absolutely awful. That wig.
Bro,
There's
that
some bad
hair
wigs in this movie.
made me
Yeah.
so
Like
mad.
bag hairstyles in general. The
Yeah.
dreadlocks never should have happened. I
Yeah,
don't
when he's
get
when
that
he's
at all.
running around on that scene and then running around like later in the movie, like when they capture him for a minute, like yeah, he's bad.
That's bad.
I loved it, dude. It was so terrible. The hair made me very angry. I was like, what the fuck are we doing, man?
I personally loved Michael Caine as
Oh,
Willie Nilsson,
yeah.
but
I liked it too.
I thought that was great, but it is super weird. I think it's
Just him. I think it's just him.
Yeah.
He's known for being, Mr. Proper like British. Yeah, and just to make him the stoner was
right.
a
Totally
little
against
a
the type.
little weird, but I liked it. Talking about his weed and
Yeah. I thought it was hysterical. Good stuff. And I love he's like tell him to pull his finger at the end while they're shooting off
the
his fingers and stuff.
the pull my finger thing was a bit much.
I thought that was funny.
I don't, bro, you confuse me every time we talk, man. How do you think that's funny? And then
What?
the stuff, whatever. It's
Or
you're so,
just him
yeah.
like like in the moment when he's just telling those
Oh,
guys
that part.
to
Yeah, I
fuck
was thinking
off.
about the car ride in though when he's
No, I don't
in the car
actually
with.
care about fart jokes, Randy. I don't. But I thought at the end
Why?
when
That's
he's
why I was confused, sir.
no when they're
Yeah.
shooting him and he's still
Yeah.
like he's got like two fingers hanging off of his hand and he's still just like pull my finger, just like
He knows what's gonna
fuck you,
happen.
just the
I think he was
rebellious to
thinking
the end.
about doing it himself anyway, because he had that little kit that would put him to sleep or whatever.
Yeah,
That's what he did
Sleepy
with
time.
his wife.
Did he actually put her out?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's a little line in there. Like they could go in and check the house, and he comes out and says like, "Oh, there's a woman and a dog in here," something like that.
Well,
Yeah,
the scene that I was
dead.
talking about earlier with the car, it actually
Right.
had me like stressed out.
The
Like
fact
I
that
was
the
like,
car wouldn't start and they're just pushing it down that hill,
yeah, I was like, bro, hurry up and get
that's
this part to where it's gonna be working out because I know it's gonna work
Pop the
out.
clutch.
But like, and yeah, it was a whatever. It's very stressful.
very tense. I mean, the whole movie is pretty tense, especially the second half when it's just a pretty consistent chase. And that's where the style of the filmmaking, that documentary follow behind thing, uh, just really works,
Right.
because it's just, you're just trapped in the moment. You're in the trenches with them,
Yeah.
moment by moment. It's pretty exceptional. Yeah, I remembered liking this movie the first time I saw it, but it was like, I think my dad rented it, on VOD or something, and I was kind of like walked in the room as it was starting and sat down and watched it, but wasn't still remember being like super blown away or anything by it. But this time I was like, okay, yeah, this is pretty great. I liked it a lot. I don't it's not 5 stars for me, but I thought it was really good, really really good.
Well, I'm disappointed in you guys. I thought for sure you'd be giving it some fivers.
Is it probably a 4.5? I give
Yeah.
it a 4.5.
I'm just kidding.
Agreed.
I'll give it
I
five
was sort of
stars out of 10.
Out of 10, yeah.
Saw that one coming.
I knew Chris got that one right away. He's like, this dude's a prick.
I see you, sir.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
well, good.
Any other points you guys have for the movie?
Humanity is
Yeah.
saved.
That Chris, you didn't get to watch that essay, but they actually
No.
they brought up the pig in the background, and
Okay.
they did say it's a reference to the Pink Floyd album, which in itself is a reference to Animal Farm, which is
Okay.
like about socialism.
Another reason I just didn't know. Pink Floyd, no.
Yeah, I was
Whose
just
week
like,
is it?
it's Clay's.
Okay.
Late on us,
Are we
Clay.
going there?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. We'll hopefully this is a big shift in gears from Masterpiece to something
man.
different. I'm gonna go Ebola syndrome.
I've heard of that,
On
but I don't think
Tubi.
I've.
Yeah.
Ebola syndrome.
Let's see.
There's gonna be a lot of people shitting.
Maybe.
Oh no.
Ebola syndrome. It's on Tubi. It's I think it's like Cat 3 something Chinese, I want to say.
Okay, yeah, I've seen this. I think for sale in some Asian Blu-ray places.
I'm gonna thank you guys in advance and tell you you're welcome in advance.
This might be a vinegar syndrome.
Oh, it's a Tubi classic. Watch it on Tubi.
You only the good stuff goes on Tubi.
Yes.
I love Tubi, but it's typically
Oh man.
the type of movies that I like go on Tubi, and they probably pay Tubi to have them on there.
Yeah, it's got a vinegar syndrome 4K.
Of course.
Oh my
it
goodness,
is.
dude! Read the
Bring the wife, bring the
freaking
kids.
read the write up on this.
Okay, let's see. A violent fugitive on the run from the law makes his way from Hong Kong to South Africa, where he
Wait,
just what?
boy, mine's different than that.
Oh, I'm looking at Letterboxd.
Yeah, you're probably the
Okay.
only one that's not going to pull up Letterboxd.
Yeah, I did. I don't even think of Letterbox.
Where he discovers that he's immune to the Ebola virus and later returns home to spread the deadly disease. I want to hear your
Oh, dude, you're gonna have to cut this word out probably. Dude, it says a serial rapist contracts Ebola from one of his victims and starts an outbreak in Hong Kong.
Oh man.
even better.
I read that and I was like, I guess I'm in, dude. Let's go.
Sounds like that's more accurate description of the movie.
Randy already is gonna love this way more than Children of Men.
Oh, dude, this is
Oh,
already
yeah.
going to be this. We're starting at 4 stars, fellas. We're going to go up or down from there, I
You
guess.
can only go up from here, right?
We'll see
Oh,
what
this
we
the
can
poster
pollute
looks
YouTube with.
looks
Yeah.
glorious. Am I next?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a couple things I want to dig through. Um, yeah, dude, this looks great.
Yeah, sweet. Ebola syndrome. Fun.
Got some people in it, like legit Hong Kong actors. And surprisingly, I was watching Hard Boiled, and I saw the main dude in Hard Boiled. He's actually
Hmm.
got like a very serious part in Hard Boiled.
Is he a
So
villain?
like, yeah, he's a bad guy.
Okay. Nice. Sweet.
He's young in it though, so we'll see.
Clay, I want to hear about Keeper.
Oh,
What's that?
The new
Keeper.
Oz Perkins.
Who's in that one?
that's good.
Tatiana
Tatiana
She's the
Maslany.
writer, I believe, of the movie. That Osgood didn't write it. I think she did or something.
Oh, really?
That's what I understand. I was really, 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 really disappointed.
No
Um,
kidding.
yeah, it was long and slow, is a slow burn, and then they would try and kind of make it interesting with some sort of hallucinogenic effects that would, it's like, oh, cut scene, hallucinate, next, right? Kind of stuff.
Nightmare imagery stuff.
Yeah. And it worked. I mean, I was like, yeah, this is creepy, right? They had a couple jump scares that were effective, but man, I mean, it just not scary,
Huh.
didn't make any sense at all to me. Like it did, but it didn't. The monsters weren't really terribly unique.
That's kind
It
of
was,
Oz Perkins' thing, though. Like Black Coat's Daughter is. It didn't get really very good reviews. I avoided it for the longest time.
I thought that movie was
It's
great.
it's a big slow burn, but man,
Mhm.
it's a great movie.
Yeah.
Which one?
Black Coat's Daughter.
Okay, yeah, I hate that movie. I tried to watch it like 5 times. I
It's
just
so similar to Long Legs. Like
Yeah.
it's like Long Legs is like that movie 2.0.
yeah, but Black Coat's Daughter does not have Nicolas Cage in like weird makeup doing weird shit. So
Okay.
you like that? You think it's similar to Long Legs?
The
They're very
plot
similar.
the plot is very
Really?
similar.
It's
Yes.
been a while since I watched it. I tried to watch it like maybe like a few months ago, and I got about 20 minutes in and was like, no, this shit is fucking stupid, and I
Yeah,
turned
I
it off.
watched it after Long Legs. I was like, oh, he just remade this almost. He just like expanded on his ideas a little
I
bit.
guess I'll give it another shot later then. I remember hating that movie. I watched it all the way once and didn't like it, and then I tried to watch it again once I realized it was the same dude, and I was like, oh, I need to go give that a rewatch because now that I like this guy's stuff at least a little bit, I should try it again. I don't like it. People love that movie though. It's talked
It
about a
is
lot.
it is a slow burn.
Very slow
Yeah.
burn. Yeah.
I mean, with this though, it felt like there was like enough for like a 15-minute movie. Like that's as deep as the plot got to me. And I
That
was like,
sucks.
I mean, he took shots of the yard, shots of the cabin, shots of the attic, shots of the ceiling, shots of the floor. And I was just like, what are we looking at here? Right? I was just like,
Just stuff.
she's in the tub. She's in the tub. She hears a noise. No, she's in the tub. She's back asleep. Is she awake? It's just like, dude, it was dumb. It was terrible. I
That's
thought it was,
awesome.
I mean,
You're just
I
missing
was
all the symbolism.
fully ready to get behind it. But
Symbolism.
man,
Hey, did you ever watch Skinamarink?
yeah,
What'd you think about that?
in the movie theater. I think it was abstract, kind of like avant-garde kind of stuff, but if you were in the right frame of mind, I think it would really mess with you. And it kind of did me in the movie theater. I don't think it was like a great movie, but I think from like an independent mindset, like technically it was original and it was pretty well executed, even though it was just so damn abstract. It didn't make any sense at all. But I mean, this has a plot, right? Skidmarink
Yeah.
doesn't really. You
No,
have
I
to
was
sort of
just curious because the other day it popped up on my like things we think you'll
yeah, I
like,
was
and I was
thinking
like,
about
what?
watching it again.
I
Yeah.
watched it in the theater as well, and I I really wanted to like it. Like even after the movie, I was like trying to make myself like it because I wanted to so bad because it was supposed to be this piece of amazing art. Dude, it's like hot relish and hot milk left in a hot car, and I'm being forced to drink it on a hot day. Dude, it's so stupid, man. And it's like I get it, man. Art's cool and all, and it's super subjective, so anybody can like it if they want to. But like movies like that piss me off. I would much rather take whatever minimal amount of money they had to make that movie and give it to Josh and go, hey, let's try to make something that's cool because I believe Josh could make a better movie than that with
I
what
think
we've
like
currently got in front of us.
if you took like if you took something that altered your perceptions and then you watch that movie, you would be like really blown away.
Like you talk
But
about like mushrooms or something.
I mean, yeah, you don't, I'm not certainly not encouraging people to do
No,
that,
no, no,
but
I'm just trying
that's
to
the
make sure I
type
know
of
what you're
movie you would
saying.
want to watch. Yeah, I
It's
mean,
Because
hallucinogenic.
I would be probably not even paying attention to it if I was on mushrooms. I'd be like off in a different world. Maybe that's what it's supposed to do, I guess. I don't know.
Hmm.
But like, I was just curious because it keeps popping up on my damn thing, and I'm like, why do they think I'm gonna like this? Do I watching like really bad movies, and then they're giving me this? Oh wait, never mind. That tracks. That tracks.
and it's an indie movie too. I mean, it's
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
underground, kind of punk rock kind of stuff. I
It
don't know
is
that.
that. It is definitely like doing its own thing, whether you like it or not. I really wanted to like it. When I left the theater, I was like trying to hype it up still. It took me like about 3 hours, and I was like, yeah, this is too much work to convince people this movie's good because it's not.
I watched another movie very similar to it about alien abductions or something right around that same time. And man, it was just absurd too. It didn't, I was just like, we walked out of the theater. I was like, that was just a bunch of weird visual
Wait, what movie was
nonsense.
that?
Man, I'll look for it, but
Yeah, I'd love to know because I feel like I've watched what you're talking about, but I'm not sure if I actually have.
Hmm.
it's
I did
been
not see
months
those.
ago.
You
Yep.
didn't see Skinamarink, Josh?
No,
No.
yeah, didn't really look like.
Chris, you either?
Nope, never
No.
saw it.
I mean, I wouldn't advise you to go sit and watch it right now or anything, but I thought maybe there was a chance that y'all watched it.
I was kind of interested in it a little bit, but just never.
I will say this, it scared the shit out of like four women in the theater that I was in.
Really.
Like because it's so, sometimes it's like a test of patience. It's so unsettling for
Hmm.
so long but I'm so used to like unsettling stuff. And yeah, it's interesting, man. It's interesting. Yeah, I will move on from Skinner Rink. I just was curious because it keeps popping up in my thing, and I'm like, is this the universe telling me something? I thought, let me ask these guys. If y'all are all like, no, you need to revisit it, then I would, but it doesn't seem like I need to. So
I can see how it could be, unsettling, just from what I've seen of it. But
When did
so,
Skinamarink come out? Was that
2020,
03?
I think 2022, 23,
yeah,
23, 23,
it was.
23. I
Oh,
think.
really?
I think.
Thought it was like early COVID, but or like
Yeah,
maybe
it's not
21
that
or
Maybe it
long.
something.
was.
I was working at Alamo when it came out, so it couldn't have been
Oh, okay, fair enough.
because I watched it like with a screening for the uh, employees, and all the women that were scared of it were all people I worked with.
I guess it hasn't been
That's
too
how I knew
long.
they were scared. I wasn't just talking to random ass people. I would do that though.
Yeah, you would.
That's what Nitty told me the other day on the phone. We talk a lot on the phone because he lives in a different state, and he's like, bro, he's like, you got this ability to just talk to just about anybody about just about anything, and he's like, it's wild, but I'm envious, and I was like, yeah, it's not always a good thing, man. I can assure you, it annoys me sometimes, but shout out Nitty for being cool.
For sure. Anything else, Clay, for this
Uh,
past watches
no,
this
I think
week?
I watched a lot of that Sato box set.
Nice.
Hisayasu Sato, that guy that I'm into.
Yeah, I've been
Yeah.
seeing
Man,
some
that
high ratings for those things.
dude, I mean, I love that stuff. It's pretty abstract too. It does nonsensical, and then they throw in a wild, sex scene. That's not what I'm in for, but crazy stuff. But the first two movies in that box set are just absolute madness. I mean, they've just pushed the limits, I think. So, if you were putting that stuff out in the 80s and somebody saw that, they'd probably just be like, dude, this is wacko. But
Making me
I
want
think
to
it's
watch
very
it.
amusing. Yeah.
Yeah, I started one of them last night after Children of Men. Just changed gears.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Chris,
So
did you finish that random ass like fantasy movie we watched?
Deathstalker?
Oh, dude, that's like the greatest movie I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, y'all
I
talk about
tried
it.
to watch it twice, bro. I couldn't get through.
No,
I
Oh
just
no.
couldn't do it.
dude,
The
it's
the like
so
the
good.
sidekick guy, the guy who looks like a rock, and he's like the sidekick. His voice
Patton
just,
Oswalt.
Yes,
oh my God.
I hate Patton Oswalt so much, but this movie was so good that I just let it go. It was, dude, I love that movie. Like that, make no qualms about it. It is not a masterpiece to anybody but me.
Yeah, it was I had a blast. It was
Yeah.
fun. I
It's
mean,
not as
I
good as
don't
Psycho Gorman, but it's close.
yeah, it's
I'm
not
definitely
quite
gonna give
as
it a shot.
but I think if you're into like sword and sorcery stuff
Yeah.
and Psycho Gorman, like
It's a
you gotta give it
perfect
a
blend of
shot.
the two things.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
perfect blend of the two things. It's like, yeah, it's like Conan
But
meets Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, but with like an R rating.
with Mortal Kombat fatalities. That's what I
Yes,
thought.
bro. There's so much cool shit in that movie, dude. Me and Krista watched that movie. We had such a good time watching it. And that's right up her alley, too. So she was like,
Yeah.
I showed her the trailer and she's like, I'm tired. I don't want to watch a movie. I was like, all right, let me just show you the trailer. If you still don't want to watch it, I'll just pause it and we'll watch it whenever you have time. Dude, like 20, 30 seconds into the trailer, she just goes, all right, yeah, let me go make some tea. And I was like, all right, bet. And we watched it, dude. It was, crazy
Yeah.
good time, dude. I love
I
that
mean
woman when she watches
the
shit like this with me.
the acting is super corny
Oh,
and
it's so
dumb.
bad.
It's like yeah, you got to be in the mood or into these kind of things. But it was fun. I'm not giving it 5 stars or anything. I gave it 3.5.
I would rate
It's
it at least as high as Children of Men. Dude, did anybody else get to watch Jimmy and Stiggs yet?
no.
No.
No, not yet. I haven't.
I'll bring it over to watch it on the
I'm
base screen
nervous
sometime.
about that movie, man.
Yeah, you're gonna have a hard time with it, I
I
think.
don't know if I could do that.
I've watched it another time since then, and I'm like, man, I don't know if Clay can watch this because it's super like in your face, very close up, very bright, very loud, very boisterous, very chaotic, and a little bit claustrophobic at the same time.
I don't like any of that.
I know,
Yeah.
Sounds like a migraine.
dude.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it sounds like. Well, I watched Christmas Bloody Christmas because that's the same guys that made Jimmy and Stiggs. And if you know anything about Jimmy and Stiggs, and then you go watch this movie, you'll go, yeah, it is the same guy. It's the same guy. He just filmed this movie outside his apartment complex and not inside of it. Dude, it's got the same aesthetics, the same sound, some of the same people. Like, I loved it, dude. It was amazing. And it's so dumb. It's so dumb. There's a couple of kills that are just I mean, like 10 out of 10, dude. They're just insanity, dude. And yeah, bro. It's and then when you
Waters.
think it's gonna end, there's like a whole other 30 minutes, and you're like, whoa, left turn, and it goes because it's kind of a short movie, it's like 90 minutes, but it goes really fast. And so by the time you think it's ending, you're like, oh, that was a quick movie. And yeah, you're only 52 minutes into it. And there's like a whole other 30 minutes of like a different thing happening, and you're not expecting it. It's cleverly made. I'll say that. I don't know. I don't think Josh would like it. Chris might like it. You'd like it better than Jimmy and Stiggs, Clay. It's a lot less, uh,
I
you
found
know.
the name of that movie. It's called Outwaters.
Wait,
It's
that's
like
the
a
alien one?
yeah.
I've heard of that.
Outwaters?
I've
I
actually
gave it three
heard.
stars. It's not like it's not a huge hunk of shit, but you
Huh.
know,
I remember you reviewing this and had no clue what it was.
Dude, did I watch
yeah.
this? Dude, this looks so familiar. Maybe is it on
You
Shutter?
didn't watch it. Yeah, I
No?
guarantee you didn't watch it. Yeah.
Okay. Maybe I saw a trailer or something because I
Yeah,
recognize some of the still shots from it.
Hmm.
it's a weird one.
Interesting.
Let's go. Yeah. Other than Deathstalker, I'll watch another Clay special.
That's awesome.
Original Sin Ichi.
Oh,
Um,
nice.
pretty. It was one of his early ones, right? Or earlier.
It's one of his better movies, I'll say that.
It was yeah,
Original Sin
it was good. I mean, he kind of
92.
he kind of treats women poorly. So if you could kind of look past that a little bit, it's a good movie.
I mean,
And
I
I think
had Irreversible on repeat over here the other day, so I mean, I'm down.
um I assume these are made with like really, really low budgets. I said it in my letterbox review. Like they look so much better. Like the camera works good, the shots are good, but I mean it's very low budget at the same time. So
That sounds awesome to
um
me.
all these movies like do have a really cool just look to
I
them.
think that was like in terms of his catalog, like I think that was the movie that finally got him like commercial popularity. He did a bunch of Pink stuff before that, so
What
I
movie
mean,
you're
so
talking
that
about specifically, Chris?
Original
It's called
Sin,
yeah.
Original Sin?
because there was
I'm
Original
interested to check this
Sin, then
out.
A Night in Nude came out, and then Alone in the Night came out, and then he did the Black Angel series and Freeze Me, and that's when he starts to kind of go downhill. Is
What
after that.
director was this again?
Takashi Ishii,
Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And what year was that Original Sin, Chris? Do you know?
92, I
It's
92.
got
think.
to be a very common name, so I'm just trying to make sure.
Yeah, there's
Good call,
another.
man. So what did you think about it? I mean, did
It
you
was
like it or?
yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it. There's a pretty good story about just a woman that gets kind of wrapped up with this like random dude that just shows up in her life and she cheats on her husband and
Hmm.
it's mostly a drama. There's not a well, there is a bit of you know the stuff happens. So it gets a little bloody and stuff later in the movie, but it was good. It was a good little thriller type. I think I like Night in the Nude maybe because I watched
Mhm.
Original Sin, Night in the Nude, and the other one you mentioned, Alone in the Night. Is that right?
Alone in the Night. Yeah, I
That's
really
the
want to
poster
pick
you got.
Freeze Me. Yeah, I really want to pick Freeze Me for the podcast at some point. So I would probably, if I had planned and prepared better, I may have picked that one instead, but we'll do.
I have a copy of it, so
I
Yeah, I
I'm
want to
ready.
haven't watched the 4K yet.
I want to prepare you guys for my pick next week. Just it's going to go one of two directions. I'm in a mood to watch something from the other side of the world. It's either going to be something like Meatball Machine or it's going to be like Seven Samurai. Haven't figured out which yet.
Yo.
But just prepare for a pick that you're going to be like
I
either
have a I have a feeling it's not going to be Seven Samurai.
Yeah.
why I've been itching to watch that movie for like the last couple of weeks.
Have you really?
Yeah.
You want to watch
Dude,
a
it's another
three
one
and a
that just
half
keeps
hour movie?
yeah,
Six
well, that's the reason I
Samurai.
haven't watched it, and that's why I haven't, I probably won't pick Seven Samurai, but like there's a
Right.
couple other movies that are in that I might pick something in that same vein though. But like
Yeah.
yeah, it's another one that keeps popping up in conversation that I just keep hearing the name and I'm like, dude, what the heck, man? It's wild to me that it just keeps being brought up. And it was in like a short that I think I shared with you guys the other day, a Criterion short.
Mm-hmm.
It just
Yeah.
keeps coming up in conversation and I'm like, okay, I get it, universe. I'll watch the dang movie. But yeah.
Lots
Have
of
you seen
good.
it before?
I can't remember. I'm pretty sure I own it, but I don't know if I've actually watched all of it.
I don't recall you ever like saying you actually watched it, but
Is it did they remake that as a Western or is it a remake of a
yes,
Western or am I misunderstanding it?
they
Yeah.
remade it.
As a Western. Is that the
Yep.
Magnificent Seven?
Yep.
Okay. So I don't think I've actually watched The Seven Samurai then.
Okay.
But I'm pretty certain I've seen Magnificent Seven a few times. But I was a kid when I watched it the first time. My dad was into that stuff. That was his shit.
They've remade that movie like many
Yeah.
times.
I've definitely seen the bad version of it, which I kind of preferred, but
What
that's
the Denzel one
yes.
with
Like I said, the bad one.
Chris Pratt and
Chris Pratt, Denzel, yeah, that
Ethan
movie's terrible
Hawke
and I love
and
it.
yeah.
Brad Denzel.
Oh man, what a movie!
Oh, match made in heaven.
Man, I want to watch Shelby Oaks, dude. I never got to watch it in the theaters, and I know it's not gonna be that great, but I just wanted to support him, man. And I'm really bummed that I didn't get my ass out to the theaters to watch it. Instead, I watched Black Phone 2 again. Like that movie's so good, bro.
What's Shelby Oaks?
Chris Stuckman's first movie. You know Chris Stuckman? No? He's probably like the biggest movie reviewer on YouTube.
Yeah, we mentioned him a few times. You maybe
Yeah,
just
he's like one
bowed
of
out
the.
because if you didn't know who we were talking about.
He's
I
like
mean,
one of the
I've given that
big
guy a
guys.
massive load of crap over the years, but I still want to support him doing his thing, man. I think what he's doing is great.
Yeah,
But
he was
Yeah.
one of the big guys for me when I first started getting into like.
well, that we connected on that because you found out that I was even aware of him, and you're like, "Oh shit, you watch Stuckman videos?" And we started talking. I was like, "Yeah, I don't like him like you do, but yeah, I watch some of his videos." Like you were more into what he was saying, and I just thought he was kind of a cornball. But like, yeah, I watched a lot of his stuff, dude. I watched tons of his stuff, and like, he had that friend of his that did like the more bombastic action guy stuff. That was like, what's that other guy's name?
Yeah, Flick Pick or something. I
Yeah, and
think.
so like,
Yeah,
I watched them do things together and for a lot of years I was watching a lot of movie content, making lists and things and my list is so big now I've kind of quit doing that. I don't add to it very often because I'm trying to work my way through some of it.
yeah,
I've watched probably 10% of it over the past few months, which I think is good because it's a very large list. But I'm actually going through it, watching things and marking them off. But uh, I can't keep up with Letterboxd. I tried, I just fucking don't care.
Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. It's okay. Yeah, I mean, second one was big for me. Like, I mean, all my first YouTube like movie reviews and stuff are very much uh copying his format and stuff. That's it kind of is how I learned how to make videos on YouTube at first, at least.
Well, I mean, the only reason I fell off the Stuntman train is because he decided to, like, I always thought he was kind of silly and kind of cheesy, but I still watched it. But
Yeah,
when he said, I'm only going to review movies that I have something positive to say, I was like, oh, I can no longer trust your opinion. Every time I see a thumbnail, I already know what you're going to say. I don't need to watch your videos anymore. Cool.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. There's a problem. I mean, the fact that he's trying to be part of the industry now, so like you really can't just start shitting on studios movies and then expect them to hire you. So
right,
like it
right.
makes
I
sense,
understand that,
but
but it is the cost of your,
Yeah, but he can
path,
still
you know.
be honest about things without
I
like completely shitting on them. Like
I
there's plenty of like, respectful movie reviewers that, don't just to praise every movie review they
Dude,
do.
I agree.
I have gotten told no less than 25 times that one of the best things about my album reviews is that I don't review things that I liked and that's it. And that I always give something an objective score and a subjective score, especially if I don't like it. So I can at least go, I don't like it necessarily, but here's what I think the general public might think about it. That's how I kind of approach objective scoring is like, what do I think people would think of this? Not necessarily what do I care, you know? And so, yeah, he could definitely have that's my point though, is that like I'm definitely in a just as pretentious industry or community, whatever you want to call it,
Yeah.
right? I make it a point to say that I don't like things if I don't like it. You can't, you have to, man.
A very, and I think that's why you're good at what you do is because you have a very distinct opinion about damn near everything.
Yeah.
Not nothing wrong with that, right? But I am sort of just like a lot, and you're, very much more, rigorous with your opinions, which is
It
good.
gets me some hot
That's what
water.
people want, though. They want an opinion about, media, particularly.
Right,
So I think
right,
you offer that.
You always have a strong opinion, no
right.
matter what it is. That's for
Well,
sure.
I do learn from doing this stuff, right? And we did a video recently where it was like the worst songs or like great albums that had one really bad song on it. And we did it, and it was actually I didn't understand why anybody would be upset because I was saying like the album's actually excellent, but there's just this one song on it that I don't like. And people got really upset. So we had to like change the format a little bit to where we gave like our opinions on the best and the worst song off of albums we loved. And it's like the same exact conversation, but people aren't getting upset. And it doesn't make any sense, dude. Like I told you the album's like a 10 out of 10, but there's got one little, blip of like, ugh, in it. And that's what you're honed in on, huh? I said the album was amazing and gave you all the shit I loved about it. But the one song that I don't like made you so sad that you have to call me a poser. All right. And then, dude, all these people that were, because like you have people that probably like Scorsese and Paul Thomas Anderson and Tarantino, uh, any of the Japanese guys that they have the crowds like this where they're super fans, and you could be like 9.5 out of 10. They're like, dude, you didn't give this a 10, and you're like, damn, bro, that's what you're
Hmm.
mad about. So
That's
Green
why
Day
I'm mad about
fans.
Children of Men. I think it's just BS that you guys won't cough up another half star.
Dude, I've changed my mind on it in the last half an hour, man. I think it's a fantastic film.
I knew you'd
I
come
believe
around.
that.
Thank you. I try.
That's
All
all
right,
we
so
need
we'll wrap up
to
here in a
change your
minute.
mind.
I watched a few things. I watched the original Running Man
Nice.
first. I kind
Hell
of
to the yeah.
I kind of half watched it. I was played it on the back porch while I was like outside grilling.
Perfect way to watch that movie.
Yeah, it's a terrible movie. It's like really boring and
I love that movie.
Sub Zero, now Plane Zero.
oh man.
Dude,
Yeah, not very good.
it's awesome. That is an amazing.
So I watched that, and then immediately I was like, I need to watch a good Arnold movie. So I put on Total Recall. Watched all of Total Recall.
Even better.
That movie.
I will say Total Recall is a superior film, but I like Running Man a lot.
Get your ass to Mars. That's like it's just the best. Love that movie. Um, and then I also got to go see the new Running Man with Glenn Powell, the Edgar Wright movie, which was really fun. Like, not a great movie.
Better,
Ultimately,
better
I
than
think it's
Schwarzenegger.
way better than the Schwarzenegger. But I just said that that's a terrible movie. That's an awful
Damn
movie.
it!
I like the Schwarzenegger one, so I'll probably love this new one.
It's I think you'll like it, Randy. It's
Yeah.
really fun.
Should I
I
go see
think
it in
I
the
really like
theater?
that dude that's in the movie, and I don't want to because he's the exact kind of opposite person that I would normally just dislike. But I watched him on Hot Ones, and he's such a likable dude, and I
I
was like,
really like Glenn Powell a lot.
yeah, I
Yeah.
think he's a cool dude, man. He was cool in Twisters too,
Tom
man. I thought
Tom
he's a
Cruise was trying to talk him into taking over the Mission Impossible franchise. He's like,
Really.
dude, I can't do it.
I think Chris is not going to like the movie that much. Don't think Glenn Powell is going to be his guy. I think he's very much like Tom Cruise 2.0 in a lot
oh
of
yeah,
ways.
no wonder I like him. I love Tommy. Tommy's my boy.
Yeah, he's got that very similar acting style.
Does he run the same? I need him to run the same.
What about his teeth? Do they look
I
like Tom's?
Well, which
don't think.
Tom? You talk about like 1983 Tom or
You
like
mean Cocktail
1993?
Tom or?
I watched this
Sorry,
woman
Tom. I
recreate
love
the
you,
Tom
Tom.
Cruise run, and she did it perfectly, and it didn't seem that difficult. I'm gonna learn how to do that.
Okay.
Tom
You got to do
Cruise's
the, like
teeth
the
can look
really
outrageous.
high pumping, like arms in the air
Yes,
thing.
She's like, it's more in your arms than it is your legs. She's like, you don't really have to run that
true.
fast. And then she started doing it, and I was like, holy crap, she looks exactly like that fool. I don't know how she figured it out, but it was hilarious.
Where you get all the thrust from the arm pumping.
Oh yeah, a lot of
This
heavy
is-
pumping. Uh, but yeah,
Does the
Running
movie
Man.
feel Edgar Wright at all?
I totally think it does. It is
Okay.
not as stylish. It doesn't. So they started shooting this movie last eight like 1 year ago. So
Hmm.
they rushed it through production.
Hmm.
So it is
I was gonna say it seems kind of fast.
very fast, especially with something like it doesn't have a enormous amount of special effects, but it has a lot. But it's very well done, especially for being made that quickly. But yeah, it doesn't have like all of the little flourishes that you usually see in one of his movies, but the action is really good still. It's stylish.
How's the
It's
bad guy? Is the bad guy good in the movie? Like, is it a serviceable villain?
pretty good. Yeah, I mean he's most of the time it like in the old original one there are a little more uh they give him a little bit more like individual character. Like there's like the five hunters or whatever chasing him. They're kind of like a little more anonymous. They're like guys in
Okay.
masks and stuff. There is one guy like that pulls off his mask towards the end and has a little bit more character, but it's pretty close to the end.
And it's Sylvester
Um,
Stallone.
I wish that would be great. Uh,
Cruise.
but yeah, it's a really fun, energetic action movie. It's a little like I think a lot of people are criticizing the tone because it's like very angry and serious at moments because it's about like it's this dystopian future, like not that dissimilar to the movie we just talked about. Like it's a future wherever like the boot heel is on everybody's back. So he's a very angry character, but it's also a very like silly, fun movie that's not taking itself that seriously.
I'm definitely gonna go watch this in the theater soon. You're making me really want to go watch it.
I think you'll like it. I think you'll like it. It's fun. The action's really good. I think the difference between the two movies, like Edgar Wright is like this is not a remake. This is a readaptation of the Stephen King book, and I think it almost I haven't read that one, but from what I understand, it's like extremely faithful, except for like the very like end of the movie. Um, and I think that at times that's to its detriment because there's some like pacing issues, like there's some like lulls and things in between some of the like higher moments that were like it's a little more novelistic where there's just these like sort of dips
Okay.
where you like those things I feel like could have been tightened up. And there's like about it's a little bit long. It's 2 hours 15 minutes. Probably should have been like just under 2 hours. You need a little more tightening. And there's a moment about 20-30 minutes towards the end where it kind of like screeches to a halt for a few minutes, and that
Interesting.
and that last, like, that third act just isn't quite there. The way it wraps up isn't great. So you might have, I think you'll like it, Randy. You might have a little bit of a bad taste for the ending, the end.
But knowing that makes it a little easier.
Yeah.
Like knowing that the end might not be for me means I can just kind of expect that, and then
It's just like, huh, okay. Like, it's, you kind of, it's, it's like the end that it has to be in a way, but it's not,
okay.
doesn't quite stick the landing. But otherwise, I thought it was really, really entertaining. So,
Dude, I'm hearing that new Predator movie is just absolute ass.
really?
That's what I heard from a few people. Like one of them is the person I don't really care about, but like a couple of people the people I watch pretty regularly, and I was a little surprised because those movies always get good reviews, even if they are bad, in my opinion. So, yeah, I'm just kind of intrigued by it now because they're saying it's so bad. And then Tron. Anybody watch the new Tron?
No, I hate Jared
No.
Leto too much.
I know, dude. I can't get it. He doesn't have cornrows. I'm just like, I'm out.
Right. The cornrows would have sold it for sure.
Clay, do you like Ready Player One as far as the movie?
That's all right.
What about
It's a little too PG for me, but
yeah,
it's all
okay.
right.
I was kind of wondering if that's what you were gonna say. Did you ever watch that one that God, I think we might have done it on the show. It's something kid, and it's the kid that's in a dystopian thing. He's got that girl that's like his friend, and
Turbo Kid.
Turbo Kid.
Turbo
Yeah.
Kid. Did you like that?
Yeah, that was awesome.
I think that's like the superior version of Ready Player One. Oh, he's freaking awesome.
Turbo
I'm gonna watch
Kid's
that.
good. I mean, it's very reminiscent of an '80s, schlock B grade.
Right.
See it in the
Right.
movies movie.
We're just talking about dystopian. I'm like, that's the lane that I'm in on dystopian movies. It's like shit
Hell
like
yeah.
that. That's not good.
We did do that on the podcast.
Did we? Okay, I couldn't
early.
remember.
That was 2020, I think.
Wow.
Or like, yeah, pandemic, when we had nothing else to
We
do.
should. When can we do like a Mel Gibson appreciation month and then do like 4 movies that are Mel
A
Gibson?
month?
Yeah, all of us pick a movie that's Mel Gibson starring in it.
I
Oh,
mean,
man.
I'm not against it. I love me some Mel Gibson.
No, I like genuinely like he might be up there with like Tommy Cruise for me. Mel Gibson's so good, and I'm not
Right.
talking about like Braveheart. I'm talking like Payback and
Sure.
Dragged Across Concrete. Wasn't he in that one?
Yeah, we did that on the show too. That was another
Do it
early
again.
one.
That movie's awesome. Dude, I just like Mel Gibson in it. He's so freaking weird, dude. I love it.
How about the beaver, where he just has a stuffed beaver that he talks to?
Stop it. Is that real?
Yeah, it's a real movie.
Yeah. It's like him and Jodie Foster, right?
Jodie Foster.
Wait, what?
Jodie Foster directed it. I've not seen it.
I haven't
Get
seen
back
it
in
either.
front of the camera, girl. What are you doing?
Yeah, I haven't seen it either, but I'm surprised you haven't heard of it.
I've never heard of that before, but I definitely need to watch it now.
It was, well,
Here's-
she actually like is friends with him, I think, and
Oh, that's cool.
when no one else would hire him after all the stuff, like
Mm.
she was like the only person that would put him in a movie.
Man, you know where your real friends are when you have a real bad thing happen to you, you know?
When you do that thing, sure,
Or yeah, when you do something real stupid, I guess I should say.
sure, yeah.
Look,
There's
man.
one, Space Hunter Adventures in the Forbidden Zone. It's
Yep,
got
sounds
Molly
like a winner,
Ringwald
dude.
in
Let's
it.
go.
Yeah, I saw that in the movie theater, 3D, dystopian for life.
Nice.
That's awesome. Bad Boys for Life.
Oh, I've never heard of this.
Anything else,
Oh,
guys?
yeah. 1983.
I'm good.
That was
Josh is like, I'm tired of this conversation.
I think we just have to. I think it's just time. to
Yeah, we
wrap
got-
up, you know.
we gotta end it.
Okay. Well, we are. Clay, give us the pick again. I forgot the name of it.
Ebola, like the
Ebola
the
syndrome.
terrible plague. Yeah, Ebola syndrome.
Great.
Dude, I've seen
Like-
3 or 4 different images of that movie, and the tone is different on all of them. And I'm like, I don't know what I'm fixing to get with
You
this
don't
movie.
know what you're
I'm
getting
in, dude.
yourself in.
Great.
I think I'm in for this one, dude. I think
Watch
I'm
it with a
watch it
whole
tonight.
family.
maybe not. Since he's the serial rapist.
Jeez Louise, dude. Here we go. Here we go.
Okay.